Good evening, everyone. This is John the Pokeball here. I want to first off wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day. If it wasn't for you ladies out there, we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much. So if you haven't gone and kissed your mom or gave her a phone call, I suggest you do that right now before you continue on with this video. Then once you do that, come back, click the subscribe button, and join the fun with the Pokeball. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of ladder matching on the PTCGO, and we're going to be playing with the Rillaboom V deck, or VMAX deck. It's a pretty interesting deck. It uses the Rillaboom Voltage Beat engine to get its energy going. So it can be a little slow at times, but it is overall still a pretty solid deck. So let's jump into the game and we'll kind of go over the bones of this guy. So starting out, we do have the Eldegoss V there, mainly for its ability. The Happy Match ability allows you to pull a supporter card out of your discard pile. So that is a very helpful card when you just need to get that boss's order back when you've used all of them. So yeah, that's a very good card to have in there for a bit of a tech card. So we're running a 3-1-3 line of Rillaboom. So we got the 3 Grookeys, 1 Thwackey, and 3 more Rillabooms. And the Rillaboom there, I mean, although he's got a pretty decent attack, but we're using this guy mainly for the Voltage Beat ability. We're running a 1-1 line of Oddish up to Vileplume-GX to give us a little bit of healing and not a bad attack as it sits. It does 180 damage just for 2 energy, and it does play pretty well just as long as you don't get it damaged. So that guy's going to be sitting there in the background as a little bit of a secondary attacker should we need it. So here's the big boy, Rillaboom V and Rillaboom VMAX. So you've got the Forest Feast there for 1 energy. Would allow you to search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and to put them into your bench. So that'd be great if Rillaboom V is your starter Pokemon out there and you need to get your baby boom up, and you can get that guy out there using the Forest Feast. But the Woodhammer attack, that is a beast of an attack. Does 220 damage, but it does 30 damage to yourself. Okay, that's what Vileplume's for. You're going to heal the 30 damage, and it works great. If all the stars align, and the Rillaboom V is out there, and you got your Vileplume-GX, you can just switch that guy up there and just attack, heal, attack, heal. It's a very good combo. And then we've got the bigger of the big boy, Rillaboom VMAX, does 330 HP, and with the max beating, it does 130 plus, and you can discard up to 3 leaf energy from this Pokemon. And if you do that, it does 50 more damage each, so that means 3 energy, 150 damage, so 150 plus 130 goes 280. So you're one-hitting any tag team GX out there, with the exception of Wailord and Magikarp, which I haven't seen that guy in play in a long time, and that guy had 300 HP. But that knocks out your Tyranitar and Mega Sableye. That knocks out your ADP, your Pikaroms. Pretty much that's going to one-hit all the tag team GXs out there that are seeing play right now. So, really strong guy, but the energy discard can be a little bit uncomfortable. You know, considering this deck does only run 1 Energy Recycler to get that back, and 1 Ordinary Rod. So the max we can get back is 7 energy out of discard. And if you end up losing this guy early on to a professor's research or something like that, you could be hurting for energy. So I do recommend, saving that VMAX for when it's necessary. Also, we've got our Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor. You can't have a Rillaboom deck without this guy. You can get up to the stage 2 in a hurry. So a very handy card to have as a tech. Not a bad attack, 150 damage, plus you're healing 30 damage. So you take that 30 damage and the 30 damage from the Vileplume-GX. So you're knocking 60 off. That's going to put you in pretty good position. The only time you're really hurting at all with this deck, as far as one-hit KOs, is you've got to watch out for the fire decks, and the fire decks are everywhere. So that's kind of one of the big drawbacks of playing Leaf type right now, because one, fire is not going anywhere. It's not going to be not like fire, like fairy, and be discontinued. So you've got your Pokemon search, you've got your netball that allow you to at least search some energy or search for a basic Pokemon. You got 3 of those. You've got 4 quick balls, 4 rare candies, which is going to be very useful considering you're only running the one Thwackey in that setup. And then you've got kind of like your customary cards now that you're going to see in all decks. You got your 4 switches. This guy is running 4 Turffield Stadiums, and it is very helpful to get those cards out there, those evolution cards that you need out there. This deck is only running 2 bosses orders, and granted, I did not design this deck. I forget whose deck it is. So I do wonder if maybe should have went with another boss's order and 1 less Cynthia, because this guy is running 4 Cynthias and 4 Professor's Research, along with 11 Leaf type energies. And then a couple other notable mentions. We've got your Dedenne-GX for the Dead Change. And then you've got a Shaymin Prism Star that would be great for the late game matchups where you've got a lot of energy out in the field and you want somebody up there with a small energy attack that can do a lot of damage, does 30 damage times the amount of basic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So this guy could be a pretty heavy hitter when it comes into the late game. So that's the deck in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and jump into to the ladder and see what pans out for us. So I've already got it selected. So let's see what our first opponent takes. Let's see if they can fill the boom, or if the boom gets busted. All right, we're going to call heads. All right, would I like to go first? I think I am going to go first. Ended up being a pretty decent call there. So I've signed up for the Limitless Qualifier number 3 this yesterday, and as of yesterday, there was a little over 400 people signed up. I think this weekend's qualifier is going to be a very interesting setup, because this is going to be the first of the qualifiers that we are allowed to play Rebel Clash in. So there should be a great variety of decks out there. On my Twitter page, I did a poll to kind of see what people were thinking about when it comes to the decks that they are going to be playing. and or thinks is going to be very successful. I'm seeing a lot of people say that the Dragapult VMAX deck is going to be very successful, and to be quite honest with you, I can't disagree with that. Looks like we're playing a Blacephalon deck, so this could be my forest could get burnt down quite quickly here. And also the other deck that a lot of people seem to think that would get a lot of traction this weekend is Boltund V. And so far, of those two, I have played Boltund quite a bit, and I think that's the deck that I'm going to go with. I had a few pick a Rillaboom V type deck, and I also had a few that in my poll I had other. I had a few others out there, and I'm just willing to bet the ones that marked other are mill deck players. You know who you are. Don't deny it. Which that's actually what I played with last week was a mill deck, and I had fairly good success. 6 wins, 7 losses. Mill deck is not exactly my favorite deck to play with because it's one of those decks that if your attention drops away for it seems like the slightest of seconds, you are behind the power curve. Especially in the late game because you're in that getting resources out of the discard pile. You're in the you're in the trying to Belba and Bryson, man, those guys try to make sure you're managing Lieutenant Surge's strategy. So there are a lot of different things going on within a mill deck, and if your attention drops just for the slightest second, it's going to be toast for you. And I swear that almost looks like the same hand that I Cynthia'd away. All right, so let's we're just going to do a scratch here, and fortunately with the Mewtwo and Mew up in the front position, I'm not going to be taking the fire weakness off of this guy, so that is handy. So what it looks like I'm going to do, I'm going to probably evolve into Rillaboom and get 2 more energy and hope I either dead draw or well, that did not do what I was hoping for. I'm going to voltage beat. I could scratch again or two energy. They've got a welder going on, but that could be worth the what I hope. Oh, did 30 damage to myself. I was kind of thinking once I got the favorable flip on the burn, if I would get a favorable flip on the attack, and I did not. Hey, 50-50, right? Well, that's about as close as you get. But, alright, I'm going to double switch here. voltage beat for 1. And let's knock out that Mewtwo. So we've got 50. 130 plus 100 is 230 and 50 is 70. I think that's all I need to make this take the knockout and draw 3. Well, that's going to take that knockout, isn't it? No. Okay. Voltage beat. Fingers are crossed. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to Professor's Away my hand. And I'm going to hope for I'm going to close my eyes and hope. Ball game. All right. So let's just go ahead and do a little overkill here. Okay, 280 damage for the knockout and the win. That was a little bit scary, to be honest with you, but a win is a win. So there you go. That's how how you can do some victories with the Rillaboom VMAX. The fact that I was up against, if they had kept that Blacephalon up there at the beginning and was attaching to it, they probably would have knocked me out. I don't know what they were thinking by switching into the Mewtwo and Mew, unless they were thinking, well, they used the GX attack. But anyways, good game. Let's play another one. So if you like the content that you see, guys, please hit that subscribe button. That will help me out. That will, show that the content that I am creating is helpful to you guys out there. Because I do enjoy doing this, and I would like to know that you guys out there are enjoying the stuff that I'm putting out. I think you guys are going to be really impressed once I get Pokeball Studios up and running. And I look forward to being in my new space, probably in time for Limitless Qualifier number 3. Because I think that will... 3 mulligans. That is... I had to take 3 mulligans. But I think that space is really going to be nice. I'm going to start with those 2 guys. Playing a Malamar V. I can't say that I've actually faced Malamar V yet. So, I think I am going to go for the energy. What have I got here? Yes, I think I'm going to go for energy. Because ultimately what I would like to do is, I think I'm going to go ahead and put down the Oddish. Get him out there. And let's see what we've got next. Play him for the air balloon, so he's hoping to retreat into something pretty soon, I'm guessing. But what? Don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this guy, this is a updated Dark Box deck, because there's the Sneasel. So we're going for, he's going to try to get a Weavile up there. So that means we're going to be seeing a red and blue probably out there. And that will get 2 energy on the Sneasel. I'd say we'll probably see Umbreon and Darkrai on this, off this quick ball. Yeah. What does this guy do? Oh, that does it. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect. Evolve into that. And then we play Professors for 7 fresh cards. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, my friends. I think that is a very good setup. I'll do that. Get another Rillaboom V out there. And think we're going to pass. What do they got going on? Their next bet, they want to try to get that Weavile up there, but they need some energy, so they really need to find that red and blue. There's the attached return. Okay, that's okay. Drag off, do 30 damage. Not, oh yes, there we go. That's exactly what we're needing. Gonna evolve. Let's see. Go ahead and heal that damage there. I may evolve this one. Yeah, I'll play Turffield. That's a voltage beat for 2. We're going to knock out the Malamar. Go ahead and Cynthia, get us a fresh batch of cards. Put up another Grookey. And let's do for the knockout. And the scoop. All right, guys. That is a when Rillaboom rolls, it rolls. It's playing quite well for me today. So guys, I think I'm going to drop it right here for the day, but thank you for tuning into the video. Click that subscribe button. Watch one of my other videos. Have fun, become a Vol fan. A lot of you down south, especially in the Bama and the Florida areas, are going to be like, no. But yeah, as you can tell, I am from Tennessee. I am a Tennessee Vol fan through and through, um, and especially love my college football. And I like my local baseball teams. I'm a Johnson City Cardinals fan. Sadly, due to the coronavirus, they will not be having a season this year. So that makes me a little sad. I like to try to go to 2 or 3 games a season for of the rookie league baseball, because it's really nice to see those guys who are just out of high school or just out of college who have gotten picked up in the draft and are, just trying to make their way in the sport, watching those future stars of tomorrow. So I really hope that the Cardinals can make it back next year. But that being said, guys, I'm signing off. Good night, God bless, and be safe.